What's going on? This is Big G from G Riders, and welcome to another episode of Talking Rides. Today, I'm with my friend Earl here, and we're going to be talking about his Mazda. What kind of car is this?
It's a 2006 Mazda RX-8 Grand Touring Edition.
Nice. So, as I can see, you have a lot of exterior mods done on it. So what exactly have you done to it?
Well, how long is your video? I got the anime chick on the hood. Technique Customs wrapped that for me.
Nice.
Ended up taking a month to end up getting here. Took like 3.5 hours for him to actually do the wrap.
That is pretty cool. What else?
So I ended up getting the eBay lip. It's like the third one I put on. First hell low, of course. Polyurethane. So they usually don't break, but it's just really low, and I live down a gravel driveway. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Ended up doing the side skirts along with the rear polyurethane lips on the back bumper, and then ended up cutting out the whole rear bumper to do a single exit exhaust.
Nice. So I gotta ask you, why did you do the single exit exhaust? Because I know these cars came dual exit. Like, it's just a reason, like the look you wanted, or?
Yeah, it made more sense to me. I mean, it has just one single exhaust coming off of the exhaust manifold or the header coming all the way back. It didn't make sense to actually do dual.
Yeah.
It's not a V6 or a V8.
Yeah.
So like a 4-cylinder, why are you gonna have a dual exhaust on a 4-cylinder?
Yeah.
So, ended up doing the full single, and actually it dropped a lot of weight off the car as well.
Nice. I see the big wing here.
Yeah, full carbon fiber wing. It's got fiberglass feet on it, the carbon fiber legs, and full carbon fiber mounts.
Nice.
You got the full LED taillights.
I've always liked these ones better than the ones that came on these stock.
I hate the factory taillights.
Wait, did these come on like the refreshed?
Yeah, this is a version that was made by the aftermarket to look like the Series 2 RX-8 does. Okay. It actually got the LED taillights. The first gen's got the horrible Altezza chrome taillights.
Yeah, I can't stand those.
No, those are horrible.
My Maxima had those, and if I would have still had that car, I would have already replaced those.
Yeah, those are horrible. Horrible.
Yeah.
These are a lot brighter, a lot better at night too.
Yeah, and it just looks better.
Yeah, it's a lot cleaner.
Yeah, even if they weren't like even LEDs, like just the rings there, it just looks good.
Yeah, a lot cleaner. XXR 527s.
Oh, aren't those the same ones Naomi had on hers?
Yeah, those are the ones that Naomi was getting rid of on the orange ones.
Oh, okay.
So these are actually an 18 by 8.75 plus 20 offset, wrapped of course in Bridgestone Potenzas, running 235/40 18 tires.
Nice. All right, what performance mods have you done on this car?
It's got an actual one-off made cold air intake. A friend of mine and I actually built together. It took us about 5 hours.
Nice.
It's 3.5 inch with aluminum master airflow sensor straightener in it. Of course, the air filter's all the way down the front bumper. Ended up doing a stainless steel race header on it, along with a Black Halo Racing mid-pipe, so it's no cat, just resonator. And then, of course, the single exit pseudo muffler that ended up having custom built and put on as well. Okay. So it's all 3 inch all the way back to the muffler, and then the muffler's a 4.5 inch tip with a 6 inch barrel.
Nice. So, do you have like a coilover kit on this, or you just lowered it?
No, actually, it's actually dropped on just springs.
Oh wow.
It's on just some really stiff no-name springs and some KYB gas adjust shocks. With how low it is, everybody always thinks it's on coilovers. Not yet. Yeah. Coming soon. But no, it rides pretty nice for just a nice daily that you can hit the curves with.
Nice. How much power does this come from factory?
Factory with this model was 235 horsepower.
Oh
at
wow.
The flywheel.
Oh okay.
Yeah, not the wheels. I'm sorry everybody. Right now, the way she's set up, I've probably added maybe 15, 20 horsepower to that. So look at like 245, 250 to the flywheel. I've tried to actually have it dynoed last year at the Tire Factory car show. and the dyno guys could not get my car to actually dyno right.
Okay.
It was nice and loud and sounded cool, but they could not get me an actual legit dyno figure numbered.
Oh yeah.
So I have no idea what it makes.
Oh, okay. Like, any ideas?
To the wheels?
Yeah.
Maybe 200.
Okay, that's not bad.
No.
All right, let's see how this thing sounds. Oh my God. Out of any car you could have gotten, why'd you choose this one?
I'm a rotary, like, just kind of fan.
Yeah.
And it also had the 4 doors in it.
Okay.
So at the time I got this, I had just blown an engine in my Z32 Z car. And sold that and had enough for like a pretty big down payment on a newer car. And I was looking for something that actually would handle nice, that was kind of semi-lightweight for an actual sports car, and one that would just be really fun to drive.
Yeah.
So I've test driven like 350Zs, I've test driven a couple of other Japanese cars, and ended up going test driving this one for about 5 or 10 minutes and fell in love with it.
Okay.
And I was like, well, and I was married at the time, of course, I just got married to my wife, and I was like, well, if we do actually have kids, it's got a back seat that's actually functional with the suicide doors.
Yeah.
And I was like, sold. I was like, great. And actually, originally I told her I wasn't going to modify it either.
Yeah, we see where that's gone.
Yeah, that tanked, and she knew I was just full of it at the time. But I was like, I'm going to buy a sports car that's nice from the factory and just leave it that way and drive it, maybe put wheels on it.
Yeah.
And once I put wheels on it, I had to lower it, and then it goes from there.
Yeah, definitely. So, what is your favorite brand?
Favorite brand probably would be Honda.
Honda. Okay.
It's always kind of been one of those things where I've owned a couple of them. I worked for a dealership for like 4 years. I met my wife at the dealership when we both worked there.
Oh, okay.
So Honda's kind of like a nice little warm spot in my heart, I guess you could say.
Oh, nice. So, how do you like the new Civics?
The new Type R is pretty cool. I don't like the design of the standard Civics.
Really?
I do like the Accords. Some of their design have kind of gone a little farther away than what I actually really like.
Yeah.
I'm of course a sucker for like late 90s Hondas.
Yeah, okay.
But I love like the K-Series engine.
Oh yeah.
So I've actually owned one EP3, then my wife owned an EP3, which is the 02 to 05 SI.
I love the EP3.
Right.
That's if I ever bought an SI, it'd have to be that one.
Yeah, I bought one brand new in 04. That was the only brand new car I've ever bought. And then my wife and I got together, and I got her into import cars, and she sold her Tacoma, and the first car she ended up getting as far as an import was an 03 SI hatch.
Oh, nice.
So and those handled great. Hers was perfect, except it had like 180,000 miles on it, and the electric power steering rack was going out.
Oh yeah.
Which is like a $4,000 fix. Because there's no used ones.
Yeah.
Well, the only place they actually built that car left-hand drive was for the U.S. Everywhere else got right-hand drive.
Oh, okay.
So you can't find a steering rack for it like anywhere for like inexpensive.
Yeah. Because that's kind of the Honda's thing is cheap. Fixing things for cheap.
Exactly.
And when you have a car that's not cheap, you're just like, it's a good Honda still, but it's not a real Honda.
Right. Yeah, the engine was bulletproof. No, it was a timing chain engine. Went through and just replaced all the control arm bushings with all polyurethane. Did a coilover kit and just a cat back on it.
Nice.
It was just her daily driver, and she did great. We had the thing for a couple years. But once it got to that point where I couldn't really get parts for it, for something I could just get relatively easily, we kind of decided just to go ahead and sell it.
Yeah. So, what is your ultimate dream car if you can go out and buy right now?
Oh, money's no object, I'd probably get a Lambo. Like
really?
a like a Murcielago. Was it like the LP 570-4? What do they call it?
There's so many of them. I don't keep track of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the numbers they put on there. Like, there's certain ones I can remember, but yeah, the numbers they put on all that stuff, I have no idea.
Yeah. So, if you have a Lambo, what would you have for a daily then? Your dream daily?
I would just daily the Lambo.
Really?
I don't even care. Like, I would just daily whatever I own.
But you got a kid though, so you gotta have something.
Oh, you make a good point.
To carry the kid. I mean, he's not gonna go away for the dream car, you know.
No, I guess this just stays my daily, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love supercars.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a McLaren guy. I know, like, people talk about like McLarens don't have any soul; they're just computers. But I think there's something really cool and cutting edge about them. To make you want to own one.
Well, no, I mean the soul is like you don't actually have to have a car that everyone's just like, oh, it's got this pedigree, it's got that pedigree.
Right.
And the soul of that car is how they're actually built and how they're actually crafted in the design.
Yeah.
And that's what they're all about. It's like Koenigsegg.
Yeah.
You know? Like Koenigsegg they're not really a race car or anything else. They're just a particular made supercar.
Yeah.
And they're just made to be a certain way, and people fall in love with that. And that's all you have to really fall in love with, is how someone actually builds a car, or how they actually handle or drive, or whatever your little niche point is.
Yeah, like I definitely like how sophisticated and cutting edge the McLarens are. They're built to handle and be very fast. That's what they're built for. Not to look great. Okay, some of them do. Not all of them look great. They look good, but they're not like, you know, like Lamborghini beautiful or Ferrari beautiful, but they're still really good looking cars. But you know, Ferraris and stuff like that, they're kind of built to look great first, and then sometimes the engines and transmissions that comes on them are kind of terrible.
Right.
So
unfortunately, that is kind of improved. Well, and then now, I mean, Lambos look gorgeous, of course. Unfortunately, of course, they're owned by Audi now. Yeah. So, I mean,
they got a little bit more reliable.
Well, reliable, now. Yes, but then you've got like almost every single Lambo now comes all-wheel drive. Which, to me, you got to have a Lambo in rear-wheel drive. They have a Hurricane that's rear-wheel drive. That's true. That did just come. But that's really it. Right. Yeah, there's not a whole lot since Audi actually picked them up. I mean, all it is you've just got different versions of an Audi R8 with a different body, shell on it. Yeah, definitely. All right, so how satisfied are you with this car? Very satisfied. I love this thing. So, is there anything you would change about it? If I had the money, it would have a 3-rotor engine in it, probably naturally aspirated. If I could, I'd actually have someone build me like an actual Renese's 3-rotor. It's been done before, but it's like astronomically expensive. Yeah. But Mazda's coming out with a new 1.6 probably in 2020, hopefully. Yeah. So if that actually comes out, I would hope that I could actually swap that maybe into this. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, for not like a crazy amount of money. But yeah, a little more power would be nice. Yeah. All right, I'd like to give Earl a special thank you for bringing his Mazda out and having me check out. It's nice. I like it. And it's actually really comfortable. I didn't think it would be as comfortable as it is, as lowered as it is. It's not bad, huh? Yeah, not bad. All right, man. We'll see you again. All right, thanks, man.